All right, everybody, welcome. The Headless Headhunter is here and super tired. But I got a bunch of resumes, I think, so we're gonna go probably long, hopefully. We'll see. If you hopefully the sound is good. Just doing a quick sound check. 1, 2. I forgot to put the music up. I will do that right now. We have who do we have? Who do we have? We have Cooperman, Ma Odin, Top Marion Barry, and regular dude. And I think those are the resumes for tonight. Oh, actually, no, we did regular dude last time. So let me just put on the music real quick. So boop. This song is called Long Term Parking. I have no idea why. All right, there we go. And the sound seems to be good, hopefully. Yes. Yes, I'm going to say that's a yes. All right. So, if you are one of those people, let me know, and I will do your resume. There's also another resume I'm going to do a quick review of, but they put all their information on, including their contact information. So, I have to remove real quick, because that ain't going to work right. All right. So, resume review 3, JP. Perfect. Thank you, Brad. All right, I appreciate it. It's very always helpful for you to do that. So I have no idea on my end how the music's going. Um, okay, let me put this. We're gonna call them JP. I don't want them, and their phone number and everything else is everywhere here, which I am gonna just mark out because that's not great. Phone number, email at gmail.com. All right, let's do this. Email and okay, there we go. Hey, Marion Barry. Hey, Cooperman. Looks like Marion Barry was the first to chime in, so they're going to get their resume first. That was a rapid fire finish, actually. So, but chat is not lying. So, let me get yours up, Marion Barry. Let's see. Data analyst position. Alberta, I'm assuming is Alberta, Canada, right? That's what we're looking at. So let me move this over here so I can get your stuff up. Just a reminder, I cannot look at chat while this is up because of reasons. So, all right, let's look at this. Copy. Okay. No bad information. Solid. All right, I can bring this up. So, Marion Barry. What made you choose Marion Barry? I am curious. That is an interesting username. All right, pulling it up. Okay, Bachelor of Science, major computer science, Calgary. Okay, okay, cool. So, oh, let me this up. I don't want to. Sometimes it says the name up at the top for some reason. I have to fix it. So, copy. Let's not have your full name up. So, Marion Barry. There we go. That should be good. All right, perfect. And let's pull it away. No, get the name off. Get the name off. Just stop trying to. Oh my god, why is my computer doing this? Hold on, I gotta make a copy. It's specifically trying to dox a name, and I'm not wanting it to do that. So sorry for the delay. Oh, random name share. I'm Odin. So the order so far is going to be Marionberry was first, then Cooperman, then you are up, Odin. It takes around 20 minutes to 30 each one, give or take. So, okay, is this good? There we go. I don't know why that was taking so long. All right, so let's move it over here. And you are looking for a couple of things. So, also, random name generator made sense. So, You are looking for data analyst, help desk analyst, web developer, and software developer. Those are going to be different resumes. I'm going to need you to choose which resume we're going to work with. A data analyst and a help desk analyst might have the same skills in the job family, but I'm not sure about that. But a web developer and software developer will most likely have different skills than a data analyst. So, which one are you looking for first? And then we can move with that one. Because I the first thing of anything is to, well, we got to pick which jobs it is. That's called a job family, which is basically just jobs that have the same skills, or at least like 75 to 85% of the same skills. So, and oh my God, I farted and it's so bad. Oh, please answer quickly to take my mind off this horrible, horrible beast that is filling this room. Because it is not good. All right, and then you are looking remote anywhere within Alberta. At least I can go for the Alberta region. Software web dev. Okay, cool. So that'll be what we are looking for then. So we are looking for, it's going to be software developer or software engineer or web developer. Those are probably going to be the ones. Let me look at your resume first to see which one would be better. So, all right, let me do a quick Boolean on LinkedIn. And again, if anything I say doesn't make sense, let me know. I got like 2 hours of sleep, so I hope I'm going to be coherent for this. All right, so there is about, that's not bad actually. That's actually pretty solid, about 148 positions in the last week. So we're probably going to see a flood of different skills right now. So based on this, I see Python and basically just Python. Hey, Omni Dude, how you doing? Is it just Python? Okay, so this is going to be your first thing is we're going to need to pick some of these languages. I didn't say which has my customer service. Yeah, okay. Tired? Yeah, no, I feel you. I got like 2 hours of sleep last night, and my sinuses are murdering me. So that stuff can be relevant. Actually, you having customer service jobs will be relevant, and I'm going to explain why so that everybody can understand this, because you want to make sure that you put stuff on the resume that is relevant for the position. That is, I feel like that's kind of obvious. But people may not understand how non-technical jobs can actually be sort of related to technical jobs, and you're not putting them on there for the tech experience because that's not really transferable. But being able to explain technical stuff to people that are not technical will get you jobs. That's going to be a fact, and it can get you promotions, and companies love that. So while you wouldn't want to necessarily put your customer service job and help desk to say like, oh, I'm a master coder, you would use it to say I taught a 98-year-old how to use a computer, right? Because you're going to deal with that a lot in corporate. So customer service and things that show that you were able to keep a cool head are highly useful, even if you're going into a IT position. In fact, that is apparently what a lot of people do not like about people that apply for IT is a lot of them do not have the people skills. People skills are still needed in IT. I know a lot of people get to IT because they're like, I don't want to talk to people, but unfortunately that's not the case. So I think it would also show that you worked longer than 6 months, which is going to be useful. So, yeah, IT people do have to communicate. I am not sure of a job that does not involve communicating with other people beyond. I actually don't know. Almost everything. Even accountants need to do that kind of stuff. So, Hey, Painted. Yeah, I actually don't quite know the job. So let's go to the actual skills. So 148 in the last week. That's actually solid. Let's see. Identify QA and resolve issues. Continuous for QA, collaboration, and knowledge sharing. Create guides. Okay, qualifications. Here we go. So they are going to want Java, Angular. So my guess is they're going to want something with SQL, something with JavaScript and TypeScript, anything with type of cloud. This is going to be my guess of it. So I'm going to bring this over as we look a couple of them. So, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm tired too. I was like, I'm going to get a lot of sleep last night, and I kept waking up repeatedly. No real reasons, unfortunately. I just did. So we're going to do HTML, CSS, JavaScript, TypeScript. Those are usually going to be bundled in the same thing. Then we're going to look for, I'm going to assume it's going to be Python, but Python's not on there yet. So we're going to have some SQL, cloud, and then let's look at what this one is. PHP. So this is going to be the primary language, which primary language is going to be between Python or PHP or Java. Those are usually going to be the ones that we need. I've been doing enough of these searches recently. So LAMP, MySQL, Agile. Oh, I forgot about Agile. You can show that that's good. Let's see. HTML, JavaScript, SQL, AWS, Cloud. Yeah, that's about what I was expecting. That one was Java. That's a nightmare. Oh my god. That's a bad resume. This is a recruiting company and they should have done better because it said they are a third party. So let's see about the role. JavaScript, React. That's the one. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Okay, so these are the things that I'm going to be looking for in your resume. Which let's see, maybe if you do not have is going to explain why you're not getting any hits. First off, the IT market is bad. Just in general, the IT market is very bad right now. It is recovering, but it is not recovered. Those are very different things. So in your resume, I am going to be looking specifically for HTML, CSS type, JavaScript, TypeScript. That is going to be the front end, which it looks like these are mostly full stack positions. I'm going to be looking for anything with SQL, MySQL, NoSQL, SQL the SQL to SQL, SQL the SQL to the SQL. Any type of cloud, which in this case is going to be AWS, Google Cloud Platform, or Azure. I keep forgetting Google's name of it. And a primary language, which is probably going to be Java, Python, PHP, or C. If you do not have those, you are probably not going to get interviews. Also, I can tell you that 30 a week is not going to be enough. There were 148 positions posted in the last week in Canada, in Alberta, which is actually phenomenal. That shows me that the IT market is starting to actually pick up a bit. So now to actually go in to look at your resume. You went in for a resume review, and I have not done it yet, but this is critical and needs to be done. So let's move this over here. This is that. Let's see. Let's make sure this is going to do it. Okay, so CSS. Only at the bottom. That's not good. JavaScript. Only at the bottom. Same with Java. Python. I see Python here. That is sufficient, and I like it. Then we are going to do with any of the cloud. Okay. I don't know what Versal cloud hosting is. There's GCP. There's AWS. Nope. There is Azure. There we go. Azure. That's actually really solid. Then what else did I look for? SQL. What kind of SQL stuff do we need? SQL database right there in front of me. This is why we control F. And down there. And that kind of is it. Okay, so first off, you're going to need to apply to a lot more positions. This is how we're actually going to do this resume. Now that I did my backup, I'm going to copy this so that I can now... Hold on, I am checking on... Who? I'm just going to get the screen set up for this, but because I'm going to record this and put it up online. So let me fix my other thing and get this to work. Let's move my own head down. No. Alright, let's move this over here. Oh my god, there's like never enough room to do this. And then can I stretch it out? Fish. Okay, well, I'll figure this one out. So. Alright. Anyway. Last time my power cut while I was watching. Oof. That sucks. That does suck. Okay, so. On the bright side, I did take a nap. That's good that you took a nap then. So, for your resume review, Marion Barry, which I really do like that name. I know it was randomly selected, but I think it is kind of cool. So, your first issue right here is this is too long. All right, I want this to be no more than 2 lines. I want you to just put bachelor's of science, major computer science, and then when you graduated, along with where it was from, and then the majors in 2 lines. That should only be 2 lines. The whole education section, it should just be these 2 lines. So that is the first thing. Then, as I said, I do see Python, which is good, and I do see Azure and SQL, but we need to make sure that is clearer for the recruiter. So the very first thing you need to do is make a summary sentence. This needs to be basic enough that anybody can understand it. I mean, anybody, including people with no tech knowledge, right? So not just Python. I want to say, use Python or whatever to, I don't know, what the whole point of the reason that you were there. And then if you can put keywords in it, that's great. If not, that's okay. The first one just needs to be a summary. Then I want to see, Python is good. I actually like this, but I want to see more. Remember, a lot of these places are looking more for full stack now for some reason. So you want to show, I want to also see JavaScript. I want to see CSS. I want to see HTML. I want to see Python more than just here. All right. I want to see Python beyond just there and there and there. I want to see it peppered throughout your resume because that seems like what your stronger one is. I want to see Azure DevOps. I know Azure is the Microsoft version of the cloud. I'm assuming this is one I haven't actually heard, which I know is going to be basic and people are going to rag on me for, but Azure DevOps, is that the cloud-based? Because you need to say that it's cloud-based because the recruiter may not know it. Because I don't know it. And I've done IT recruiting. And then we also want to see if you've done Agile, put that in. Primarily, I just need to see a summary sentence of what you did. I want to see more Python. I want to see a little bit more of the languages, specifically, JavaScript, that kind of thing. Okay, so it is cloud. Yeah. You need to say maximize the implementation of Azure DevOps as your Microsoft cloud platform or whatever, right? Just make sure that it's known that that is actually cloud. So that'll help a lot. And then I think you do actually need to put previous work experience here, just so it sort of pads out the resume, because this isn't that long. I know that's probably not your fault because companies are laying people off, but we want to show that you have some other work experience as well. In addition, IT developer doesn't mean a lot. I want to see software developer, and then I want to see the language of what it is, or software engineer or whatever. I know they're technically not the same thing, but everybody uses them interchangeably. So that'll be the resume review for this, the real quick version. So, all right, cool. So that's going to be recorded. Now, do you have any questions? Because I did just speed run through that, and I want to make sure that you understand it. So I'll probably post it like this week. Weekend. That is what I meant to say, weekend. Also, if you are a Canadian or U.S. citizen, you should put it. This needs to be your phone number here, your email, your portfolio, and then on the next line, say the citizenship and where you're located, just the city and state. That'll help. And I do see part of the other problem is, and I'll be honest, it's not a bad resume. The market's bad. But I think your primary problem with this is we've only sent about 30 applications, and it's gonna you're gonna have to hammer in a lot more. I mean, there's no other thing than you're just gonna have to apply because the market is highly saturated, and people with like 4 years experience are taking junior cuts just to work, and it sucks. And it is recovering, but like it's not there yet. So I really want to do about 70 a week. I was thinking of changing that to software dev. So would you yeah, you should change it to software developer and then put your primary tech stack just so they know. I think that's a lot clearer for people. So like software developer and then put like Python or Java or whatever. JavaScript, not Java. Is there somebody that would probably use both Java and Python? I'm sure there is. It's just those are two primary languages, so I don't, you know, I know JavaScript. Let's see. So would you include a customer service just to pad out more? Also, do you think you move the bottom skills portion to the top? I don't think your bottom skills portion is useful. Um, this this needs to be here. Uh, right? Like these skills need to be here, and if you do this, they need to be under this as well. So I think you can hold on. Let me see how this is going to format real quick. But I think you also have its type is a little bit big. So I have a Kiba Made War song stuck in my head. All right. So this is good. All right. So this is how I kind of want it to look like. Uh, well, this looks kind of bad, but this should be this should be one line. And then under this, if you can fit it, then you can do like skills. But I don't know if you should put the date for the project. I don't think the date for project is needed because it's not like a paying company. So what I would probably do is we do this, then you just do something that is, say, like 3 lines, right? That just shows a longer work history. So like customer service at HeadlessHeadhunter.org, Canada. I don't know what Canada is. And then it's going to say like June 2020 to June 2024, whatever the actual thing is. And then you're really just going to do about 3 quick bullets. This just shows you have work experience, and these bullets would be customer service based, right? Shows that you could work with difficult people because that is a skill that not a lot of people always have and they are always looking for. So that's what I would do. I do like this, but I don't like showcased proficiency. You don't want to use okay, people need to brag in some of their bullets, but you don't need to say like showcase proficiency, because in a hero bullet, which is where you show how you save the day, it should be explanatory based on the bullet, and you shouldn't be, if you have to use fancy language, you've already failed. Like you don't have to say showcase proficiency in Microsoft. You can just say, right, like created reports and findings in PowerPoint, Microsoft Office, and Excel for stakeholders or whatever you want to say. That's a quicker sentence, right? And you can go a little bit more detailed, but this is going to be a faster sentence, and it's better. You don't need to say showcased and presented. We want to use some basic stuff, right? It should be a form. So that is how I would do that. So yeah, right? Like you can even see it. It's just for everybody, is flowery language doesn't usually work in a resume. Um unless you're applying for like a writing position where the actual flowery language is the point. So we want to see it should be boring and basic, but it should be facts. And I've actually never been able to really describe this easily, but one of my older people who taught recruiting to me, who I really like what they said, is it was like if you could say the opposite, with like flipping one word, it's probably a bad sentence. So, because like, showcased efficiency, you could just say didn't showcase efficiency. That was it. If you could add a negative to it and it doesn't change the sentence, it's a bad sentence, because saying did not showcase efficiency by using Microsoft products for daily tasks, but say not created reports and finding is a little weirder. So I'm still workshopping how to teach that one because it makes sense in here and I'm not sure how to get it out. But are there any last questions you have for that? Because I think I'm close to done with that. There's not a ton more. And remember, what I'm going to be looking for is these 5 things. I know you probably don't have Agile, so that's okay. But these 4 things. But yeah, that should be it for yours. After the commercial break, if... let's see, double checking who that was. Oh my gosh, computer. What? I am so slow with this stuff sometimes. Let's go a little bit down. Cooperman. Yes, Cooperman, you were there. Sorry, but I was having issues with my thing. So, okay, cool. Yeah, no worries, Marinberry, and I will be posting that to my social media, so you'll have a little snapshot of it. We're having an ad in like 4 minutes, so let me just get yours up and try to fix my friggin' layout, man. I don't know what's happening over here. There's the button. Oh, there it is. Now I can actually see the chat. Okay, cool. So, that was Marionberry. Marking it down on my spreadsheet because Excel spreadsheets are how I live. Alright, and then, so that was Marionberry. Then we've got Superman, which is going to be that resume. Okay. Let's do this. Put this over here. Copy this. Ba-ba. Ba-ba. Cooperman. Sounds like some kind of superhero. So, let's see. JQ, public. Okay, so there is one issue with this in that you put your phone number. So I'm going to have to get rid of that before we do it. And I'm not going to be able to show your real resume. Yeah, I know. I'm with you, Painted. The solution to everything is a spreadsheet. In Final Fantasy, there was an event where you needed to hunt for certain monsters, and it's a very long, grindy event. And I made a spreadsheet for my guild so that we could all keep track of it in the yokai event. And everyone made fun of me first for it, especially my girlfriend, until they had to use it. And then they were begging to use the spreadsheet. So, let me see. It may just be 5-1, whatever you said. Yeah, that's fine. I think that's fine. I mean, honestly, I don't like the formatting anyway. So, I'm going to show you how to actually format it, because there's a lot here. So, let's see. There we go. Cooperman. Let's copy this. All right. So yeah, I don't like the format anyway. So use my spreadsheet, plebs. Right. I have a lot of Final Fantasy 14 related spreadsheets. Yeah, the yokai event was the one I made it for. What spreadsheets have you used on it for? For the record, I have not beaten Endwalker yet. I am in like the final 18 quests of the post patch. And I've been taking my time because I also want to get everybody up to 90 before Dawn Trail. So. I didn't read the post above that. I see, for the relic weapons. Ooh, that's a good one. I'm probably going to make that one because I'm actually going to need to use the relic weapons. So. Let's see. Brain. So yeah, after the commercial, I will go do that. So this is a high level position. 12 Long Beach. Okay. So I'm gonna need. Yeah, it is very good. Well, I will be honest. I do not like I don't like ARR. I did not like ARR. I kind of like the post patch. But like it got really good after that, but I wasn't a fan of it before that. So Cooperman, I'm going to need a little bit more than just this because we're going to hit a lot of stuff with this. So can you be a little bit more specific with some positions that you'd like? And then I'll do a little Boolean search that I can show you how to do. But right now, vice president, director, and manager is too vague. I'm going to need like of marketing, of IT, or in a like of oil and gas kind of thing. So once you get me that real quick, just type it into chat. I will show you how to do it. Okay, yeah. So also we're probably going to need to use the second format of a resume. So I have extensive hospitality. Okay, here we go. All right. So this is going to be a second. Oh, no. What did I do? All right. Yeah, you could always make any spreadsheets could help. Yeah, you can Boolean search on LinkedIn. It's not 100% right, but it's mostly right. I have extensive experience in hospitality companies, recently improved cybersecurity, and applied to several hotel. I promise the interviews, best working for direct experience. Yeah, that's happens. Also, puts a strong negotiating crash. If I'm going to brag, I'm very smart and funny. Okay, cool. No, that's fine. Even when she was my direct superior, that is a highly good skill. You don't want to put in your resume, but yeah. Okay, so hospitality tech. So, all right, let me try that one. So we are going to do. I don't know. I haven't actually searched hospitality bits in a bit. So have I ever actually? Is a question. I'm gonna have to think about that over the commercial. I hate commercials. All right. So the first step is we find the positions. So, VP. I also don't know if there'd be a lot of presidential positions, but let's see if we could do this. So I want to do hospitality, which I will never be able to spell. Hospitality or operations. Okay, let's try this. And we're going to go with VP or vice president or director or manager. Let's see if this actually works. This might take a little bit to fine tune this. So, all right, and then this is in the area. Wow, the commercial is not here yet, and I'm happy, but it's gaslighting me. You wanted to do, excuse me, Long Beach-ish. Okay. Honestly, 20 plus miles in Long Beach is still impressive. Because I mean, I'm in LA, and that. Ooh. All right. So, this manager might be breaking this. I think manager is going to be breaking this, but do me a favor, go the right. Yeah, 20 miles in Long Beach is like 50 miles in other places. I mean, I had to go from the valley to oh my god, you know this. Valley to word recall. What is that? The pier. What's by the pier? Not. Oh my god, that's. I can't remember. I can't remember the name of it. No, fuck, buy it. I can't remember it. Los Angeles Pier, not Venice, not. Oh my god, whatever. People in LA are gonna roast me, but go put this in, copy that directly. See if this works. Ugh, yeah, that was about what I had to do. I did from the valley to whatever. Where is the? This is gonna bug. No, I need to look this up. Los Angeles Pier. What the hell is this called? Santa Monica. That was it. Yeah, Santa Monica. Jeez Louise. Yeah, I had to do that, and it took me an hour and a half to get there and an hour and 45 back as well. It was. Those are brutal. So yeah, copy paste this directly, what I just linked. Go to LinkedIn real quick and see if those are about right. I think we're actually going to need to lower this. Do past week. Okay, 323 is better. Let me know if these positions are something you want, because I don't think these are quite correct. But let me know if they are, because I think we may need to dig down a little bit deeper in the Boolean. Let's see. Yeah, hospitality, reservations, managing director. I'm also just going to put in a couple more. Like, I feel like it's going to be too vague with just manager, truthfully, because manager can be very broad. Also, companies can call things managers when they're not actually managers. So that can be a problem. Like, I don't want to keep adding to this, but I kind of want to take out manager of it. So let me see if I take out manager, because I feel like there's going to be too many. I want, like, vice president and that kind of stuff. So why the heck does flight director blue orange come up? I don't know. Okay, 76. This seems more accurate. And we are going to go with, okay, I can only do 25 miles, so some of these are going to be out of range. All right, here you go. So use that. I think that will probably be a better one. Bear, what are you doing? Come here. Bear. Yeah, hi, you. What are you snapping around over there for? Huh? Oh, you're going to go under the desk? Okay, you're just going to smack with me with your tail? All right, buddy. It's a good boy. All right. So I'm going to say this is probably closer to what you're going to be looking for. Let's see. So, qualifications, business admin, banking experience. So that's going to be industry, leading or influencing people. That's obvious, but still needs to be said. All right, leading / influencing. It's going to be the first one. Familiar with fraud, communication. Yep, that's it. That's going to be communication. Presentation, communication to stakeholders and lower level. Let's look at it. Cool, it deleted it. Great. All right. Director of operations for 90K. That seems low. But all right. Strategic thinker, customer service, communication. Yeah, it's definitely going to be communication. Leadership. Okay, so this is going to be results, is what I'm going to believe this is going to be. So first off, let me pull this over here so I can look at this. 'Cause I need to get my other monitor. Leadership / influencing. Ability to work with people at all levels, from lower to stakeholder. This is going to be putting your vision to reality. Okay. Let's see. CPA, that's going to be an accounting, director of operations. Yeah, this looks closer to what I think will be more accurate. So, okay, yeah, well, there's that one. It's always going to say Microsoft Office. So, Microsoft Office, it's going to be Excel, PowerPoint, etc., etc., etc. Reality and results. So, communication, analytical, problem solving, ability to maintain relationships with internal stakeholders. Yeah, customer interaction, customer client interaction, multiple priorities in a fast-paced environment. One day, I want to see a job that says we need you to only focus on a single thing in a slow-paced environment. That will, one day it will. I don't believe I'm ever going to see that, but one day. That would be very happy for me to see, because that would be funny. So, I looked at a couple of these. Assuming these are the ones you want, which was kind of tough to tell, but this does look to be about what industry experience they are looking for. So, um, lighthouse keeper? Huh. Yeah, I guess it would be. It's a high critical job, but it doesn't seem very fast paced. Yeah, I think you're right. That's a good one, Goblin. I like that. Lighthouse keeper. We need. There's one job. Oh, I froze. Crud. Am I still frozen? Uh, lighthouse keeper has to cook and clean though. Yeah, but that's not. I do get they do have to do more stuff than this. Like they have to upkeep the whole thing, but I can't. I like it is a difficult job. I just can't imagine it's one that's like fast paced. So anyway, Cooperman, the ones that I saw that I believe it would be. Now this is also going to sort of vary based on industry. So the skills I'm going to look at is first off industry experience. That's going to be a tough one, but one we can't really finesse in a resume. So they are going to probably look for people with around the same industry experience. You do take care of a lighthouse every day, apparently, Goblin. So multiple priorities in a fast-paced environment. It's going to be in every job, and if you can prove you've done that, it's always going to be better. Uh, okay, counterpoint to that real quick, Goblin. I imagine lighthouse keepers probably have a very solid landline connection, because you will need to keep like updates from other ships and stuff. So I don't know if that's accurate. I've never recruited for a lighthouse director or a lighthouse person, but that's my guess. We need to show that you can deal with the customers, and we want to see some technical skills such as Microsoft Office, Excel, PowerPoint, and we need to see that you can work with all people from the lowest to the stakeholders. Really, I didn't know that. I did. All that's automated. Like, you know what? I guess that would make sense. That tracks. I don't know. I don't know anything about the lighthouse industry. Full disclosure, that is not an area I know anything about. Uh, then we also want. So here is the thing. A lot of these positions are going to say like influencing or leadership. What they want to see is that you can convince people to put your ideas into reality. So you will have a vision and you will be able to convince people to get it done. That is what we're going to look for. So cool. I mean, that's good. Look, Cooperman, you don't have to try to convince me. I am just here to help with this, but I believe you. I believe that you are qualified for a lot of positions. So, oh yeah, I would never want to do air traffic control. That would be a nightmare. So, I'm now going to look at your resume. The formatting is a little off, but regardless, I think it's kind of hard to read. So, this is the resume. And the formatting is not too much off. So, this is the case because you are experienced. I mean, you were director in 2007. Of, I think we need to switch to the other type of resume. You were bragging. Yeah. So there are two resumes, and I will say this every time because it is critically important. Both these resumes work well, but both of them are completely different. And what you should not do is ever combine them. If you combine them and cross the streams of these two types of resumes, they will suck. And that is quite frankly the truth. So never combine them. And right now, you did go for more of one, but I think the other one would actually be probably better. So let me show you how those work. So, oh, is it gonna, please let me log into my account for this. I didn't check today because I assumed it would work. Cool, cool, cool. That's not what I wanted. Let me get my template up, computer. Where did my template go? Okay, there we go. Good. So, there we go. That. All right. So the first template which is the one you kind of have, is okay, sorry. It's not that exciting. It's paperwork. But anyway, this is the first one. This is the one that you kind of have. You have a summary, which I'm not sure is super needed. And then you have your education and degrees at the top or at the bottom if you've been a long time from school. Then you do your work history like this: keyword, summary sentence, keyword bullet, tools used. And then you continue that down the case. The other resume that I think that now I'm just going to make it extra suspenseful, even though it's a form, is this one. And I haven't done an example for this one yet, but I think this would probably be better. Typically, this format for resumes is going to be better for people with sporadic experience or people with a lot of experience, hence higher level directors, that kind of thing. So here's how you do it, because this is going to be very different formatting, and you don't want to combine them. All right, do not combine those two. So, I don't know if it would. I hope it would work. So, this is how it's going to be. What you're going to need to do. I mean, it's a practice painted. So it completely doesn't matter chronological. All right, you are going to put, regardless of where this is from, you are going to put it 3 bullets that are very strong brags. All right, these brags are going to be a part of these skills. The more you can put in those, the better. All right, I want to see something that shows how strong you are at those. I want to show and what you did. These are going to be your hero bullets, how much you saved, that kind of thing. And they need to be very clear for somebody that doesn't understand jack about your industry. So you're going to put those 3 up here, okay? Along with, U.S. citizen or whatever. Those 3 are going to be up here. So it's going to be brag 1 of skill 1, brag 2 of skill 2, etc. Brag 3 of skill 3. Brag. Okay. Then what you're going to do is you're going to make bullets of all of these. And you're not going to format them based on where they are. You did them in your career. You're just going to put them in. So you were going to put right here, it's going to say like leadership. Okay. This one's going to say leadership. And then you're going to show how many years of leadership experience you have. I will be posting this, so you can look at the replay. So I will be posting this. I need to do that this weekend and upload a bunch of them. So this is going to be your leadership experience. This is going to be your customer track record of success or something. Customer interactions, whatever you want to call it. So, and then you're going to put bullets from here, regardless of where they were. And you're going to do that for each of these skills that you see. All right. Maybe you don't want to do it for tools. We can put a little section with the tools, but you're going to put these in, and I want to show how you use these to do what you do. And then at the very bottom, you will put in your work experience and nothing else. You're not going to describe what you did at those jobs. You're just going to say recruiter at Headless Headhunter from X to Y, and then server at Headless Headhunter from X to Y, and then all your jobs down here, reverse chronological. But the skills are going to be in these bullets, and you're probably going to want more than just 3. Realistically, you may want 4 or 5 of these little sections, truthfully, that has it, and that is what you're going to do. All right? And what I want to see from this is it's going to be what skill you used, how you used it, and what the result is. And then you're going to fill this out. And then again, you're going to put how many years of experience you have. With the highest one, you don't want to put something like 50 years of experience, but if you have like 5 years in one and 4 years in another, well, 5, that's fine. So that, just use the top one for that. And then you're going to use this. So this is the other form of a resume. So flip back to the skill families on the other sheets. Here, these are ideally, you will probably have to look for more jobs as well, but these are what I was able to see. So, and then you're going to put them here, right? So it's going to be leadership. I would say creativity or something. Like, I'm not quite sure what you put of this off the top of my head because I am exhausted. But you are going to need to put something that shows that that is the skill. So, like, strategic thinking and problem solving, right? That would be one. And then you would put all of that there. And the reason you would do this is it doesn't matter from where in your career it is, you just put it here. And then you do a normal work experience down here with nothing else besides this, all right? Don't describe it, don't put any more bullets. The work experience is just the work experience. There's also probably you should have a little bit of a skill section, but don't make it too long. I would just say this is going to be more certs or anything. So, like, if you have PHP and you think they required or agile, maybe put it up top here, but don't go too big, more than 2 lines. And the way it should go is a recruiter will see that and look, oh, I understand. I don't understand which one to use. Like, I don't understand. I don't need to know which job they are, but they have 5 levels of leadership experience. They have 7 years of customer interaction, and they are showing the success. So you're basically showing, here are the keywords you were looking for. Here is how I succeeded at those. What did you do wrong? Painted. Simply put, this is going to be for a higher level of manager, which you may want to use. If you've got 15 years of experience, right? The other form, which is going to be this, right, would be ridiculously long and not useful. So, I actually got it from another recruiter friend who said they used it a lot. It is not original. I am teaching it, and I'm making a couple of changes. That recruiter then ghosted me. So that, but even though that person upset me, they did have a good idea, and I don't like good ideas to go to waste. So no, I do not have a name for it. I may make a name for it. Everybody will ghost. Anything you deal with and people will ghost. Recruiters will ghost. Hiring managers will ghost. Candidates will ghost. The IT person that's about to fix your computer won't respond for 2 days and you don't have anything to do, so they're ghosting you. So yeah, anything to deal with people will cause them to ghost. Particularly hit hard because they reached out to me because they wanted more friends, and then they ghosted me. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, I guess they made it a thing to have more friends, and I'll try. And then I'm like, all right, thanks, bro. But he had a good template. So when you use which, Brad, it's, again, in recruiting, there's never going to be a hard and a fast rule, but I think it's anything that is a higher level position. So, like, a manager with like 10 years experience, maybe. But I think a real thing is if your resume goes past a page and a half or 2 pages, you probably want the other format. You want format number. All right, you know what? I think that is a very good point, Cooperman. Yeah, submit it so I could just look at it. I need a name for this. So I stole it from the person that ghosted me, but I don't care. I am taking it. So what is a good name? All right, I will look at it in a second, but I want to make sure I can actually name this because I think that is a very good point. Because resume format 1 and resume format 2, it doesn't really help. And I don't want to say high level versus low level because there are cases when people who have a chaotic amount of experience will do it. Okay, scroll down. This one? Okay. Oh, okay, like this. There we go. All right, now hold on, chat. I need help. What's a good name for these? Okay. I think the basic one should be traditional. Special case resume. That's not bad. I think I kind of like special case, but also it's like scattered work experience. So skill focused resume, close. I like that. Job family resume. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do is where did I even go for this one? Resume template 1 is going to be called. Right, changes is going to be called Resume template 1, traditional. All right, that's gonna be it's gonna be traditional resume. I think traditional traditional. Oh God, I would spell traditional. Dyslexia, please don't make me do this. Traditional copy paste. There it is. Traditional resume. Traditional resume example. I think that's a good one. And then for the other one, we are going to do a keyword focused resume. I think keyword focused resume. Well, like I don't feel like because I think that would be closer to what it is. Chronological versus functional. Traditional and keyword focused. Like functional too. Also, it's reverse chronological. So traditional would be reverse chronological because, or is it? It's first comes first. No, the newest one comes first. The latest last. Because I've definitely seen people that do it in the reverse, which isn't good. But your most recent jobs would be that. All right. So keyword focused. Keyword group resume. Group resume. Close. I'll change it, but this is still better than number 2. So for the keyword group resume, I kind of like some of the keyword family resume. I don't know. Whatever. I like close to this. At least they're close to it. I do think traditional is traditional because it's very basic, which is good. But anyway, let me see what you did real quick. Painted. Brain did not make it today. Brain did not make it today. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, there it is. Let me painted. Okay. Can you submit it again? I don't know where it went. But yeah, I know you probably have questions, Cooperman, but is there anything I can help you with right now? Yeah, no, that is a critical thing, Paint, is you need to show how many years of experience you have with it. So it's otherwise it's not gonna show. So this way you basically show what it is. Any ideas of what I should be applying for? I don't. That's one thing I'm not easily able to help with. Aerospace, honestly, you might want to keep trying to break in. Might be submitted. I may have to redo it. If you can just resubmit it again real quick. I can't find it. My brain ain't working today, man. Quite frankly. No. Nothing I'm thinking of. So I don't know. I may have accidentally deleted it. So it well, that's why it's tough. I will say the advanced keyword family resume. Because it's pretty tough to do this right. So oh, no, sorry. Painted needs to resubmit. You are fine, Cooperman. So this is advanced and it's tough. It could confuse them, but that's why it's very tough because you need to nail those keywords. And truthfully, the biggest issue is if your resume is usually seen by a manager, you're probably going to get the interview because the recruit, not necessarily, but it stands a better chance because a lot of people get knocked out before there. So, okay, cool. Yeah, I would definitely do that. Again, Superman, you can come back anytime. Hopefully you stay, but you can come back here every Tuesday and Thursday. But this is how I want this done because it's going to help. And you've got to nail the skills, to be clear. That's going to be, so you're going to need to find the jobs that you have in a high number, which admittedly at your level, there's not going to be 75 a week because it's a higher level. But you want to try to find as many as you can a week that you do qualify for, about 75%, and then use that to sort of figure out what those skills are and then make the resume like that. So that is what I would recommend. Reloading. Okay, there it is. Kiba Made War songs are just in my friggin' head, man. Good show, but and stupidly catchy. Okay, double majored in right. Double major, BA in a laboratory and clean room. Prepare laboratory equipment for downstream product man. Oh, I need to show this. My brain just shut off for a second there. All right. Let's see. Prepare laboratory for downstream by maintaining calibrations, testing, washing samples from purity, ensuring accurate documentation. Okay. Ensure quality control procedures for compliance with system laboratory supply chain. This should probably be up front, but I'm not double sure of the keywords of this because I haven't searched for it. Followed suggestion, drafted revisions for it. Yeah, I like that. Clinical and research, operated, calibrated, verified machinery and software. I want to know what software this is, but otherwise that's a good one. You can just input that. Provided clinical research includes scheduling, performing, and diagnostic exams, such as X, Y, and Z, and composing medical reports. Conducted clinical research and updating market for AB and patients with their. I think you need to put in a little more keywords in the tools in here, but otherwise this is that's okay. That's the beauty of it. Can be a little more than one page. That's fine. Because you have some experience with it, but also you could just use a smaller font, a little bit smaller, but don't go past a page and a half. So, because you've got 3, 4, 5-ish years, 4-ish years. So, use Arial. I like Arial better. I think it's easier and cleaner. And you want 10. I think 10 is fine. So you can do 10. In addition, for this, just put bachelor's in X and Y. Graduated with a bachelor's in psychology and biology from X. So, you don't, just make sure they know. You don't need to say double, just say BA in both or whatever. But other than that, I think it just needs a little more skills and tools. My LinkedIn profile is a broken link. No, okay, hold on. Let me fix it. Every time, I don't know why. I can't check it because it's like dumb, and someone needs to link me my own profile so I can get it on a template. I hate that because I keep doing like control link and then it's not doing it. I'm not gonna request services from myself. Please, no, stop. I'm not requesting services from myself. Okay, can I just? Is this gonna work? Try that. Try that link. Does that work? Also, yes, your skills need to be a little more specific because I want to see what you used, how you used it, and the results. Overall, though, I think this is pretty good. You just need to plug and chug a couple of skills. Let me know if this works, regular dude. I have no idea if that is. If not, I'll just say my full first and last name on stream because whatever. I'm not like hiding it. Not anymore that I'm a VTuber. So, does that work? Okay, cool. I'm always paranoid. There are like almost no biotech jobs, and that is a problem. So, okay, now I have a little template for my links. So let me put my friggin' site up there. This is gonna be social media sites, right? So this is gonna be rename social media links. All right, LinkedIn. Excuse me. There we go. All right. Now on this one, I'm going to need to do site link. Okay, cool. Thank you very much, regular dude. I appreciate it. I am always terrified of my links not working. As like a critic, I like wake up in a cold sweat at night, be like, ah, because it doesn't always work from my end. Yeah, that's fine. You can just put 6 months contract here painted. But other than that, I think that works. Just make sure to put here, there. Yeah. Otherwise, it's like honestly like 78% done. So the line is too long. Well, yeah, because you're using 12 and Times New Roman. Use Arial and 10. Uh, and then you could just put 6. You don't have to say contracted for 6 months. You can just say 6-month contract. That part should hopefully fit. So, but worst comes to worst, you do have it like this. That's fine. It's not. The city name is very long. Oh, really? Just put the state. Just put the state. Don't put the city. That's fine. You can put the state. Okay, there was one other person that wanted their resume today. Uh, we did Superman. We did Barry, and now we are looking for Ma Odin, I believe it is, if they're still in chat. So if you are still here, your resume is next. There you are, patient. So, just to make you wait even longer, which I don't mean to, I'm gonna run downstairs and get some water real quick. I'll be back in like less than 2 minutes, unless my dog trips me. So let me get some water because talking is tiring. Bear, why are you always in the way? You're a big boy and you block everything. Come on. In or out. Just make a choice. Can you fit on the chair? Would you even get on the chair? Bear. Come on. Can you get on the chair? Come on. One. Okay, now. You went under. All right. I don't know if you need to put the city painted. I mean, truthfully, it's mainly the state. That's kind of the more important one. But yeah, you can put an acronym for the city. All right. Is my hair actually on right? Close enough. You're overthinking it. Just put the abbreviation for the city and the state that you worked for or where. All right, that is good. I got that links up. All right, let's get your resume. Okay, Frank. There it is. Cybersecurity intern, analyst, consultants. Applications a week and 1 interview. So it's not bad. The market's terrible right now for that type of position, Odin, and getting a interview after 30 is kind of a good ratio. So let's do this. So we're gonna go over here, and then let me check to make sure you're not doxing yourself. Correct. Okay, cool. All right. And I think this may be the final one for tonight because my energy is now starting to flag. I'm tired. I hope I get more than 2 hours of sleep tonight. Okay. That's what being an adult is not sleeping. So that seems to be the case. Okay, good. There we go. All right. And away we go. How did I sound like Mario for that? All right. So let's look at what you are looking for first. You are looking for cybersecurity intern, SOC analyst, cybersecurity. I'll be honest with you, I've done a lot of IT. I haven't done a lot of cybersecurity. The one thing I do need to know is your location because remote positions are pretty tough. So I would prefer to find something on site just so it's easier to have a baseline of what skills we should move it to. But truthfully, and I'm going to be honest with you, if you really are getting about 30 resumes to one interview, that's good. Now, if you're getting 120 to 1, I think we can tweak it. That's not a terrible ratio. The market is bad, so even with a good resume, you're still going to fight uphill, essentially. So, okay, so I am a US recruiter. I will do what I can, but that should help. So I'm going to look for, let's do France. Because France. Okay. I hope these things are not in French because I will not be able to understand them. All right. So first off, let's get your little Boolean together. So you're looking specifically for intern positions. Okay. Got it. So let's do intern. Is there another name for intern in the EU that I may not know, like a junior or something? Is something else besides just intern? Okay, I will try Switzerland. So I always wanted to visit Switzerland and stuff. Sorry, my dog is doing weird things. He likes to put his head under the bed and then rest the rest of his 90-pound body outside of the bed. So, intern and cybersecurity or analyst. Analyst is pretty broad, so I guess we could just do SOC or that's fine for now. Let's just see SOC. Let's see how many things pop up with this. So, one of my dogs does that too, but he's only 32 pounds. Yeah, he is a 90-pound boy, which I will give you a quick picture of him because I love him. He's my girlfriend's dog, but I have adopted him. So, brain. I'd have to show a picture of him. I am very much a dog dad. So, where did my own website go? I cannot even find it. That's not a good sign. All right, headless.org. Oh, that's not good. Maybe my website. No, I put heedless headhunter. Headless. There it is. Okay. So, this and a picture of me. No one cares about my ugly mug. This is my boy. This is the one who was under. The Shih Tzu with the mohawk is great. Yeah, this is Bear and this is Fiona in the corner. So he is my intern and she is the intern to the intern. Isn't that right, buddy? Yes. Yes, your tail's wagging and I can't see your head. So he's a big boy. All right. We go back to this. Sorry, SOC. No. There we go. All right. All right, let's do France first just to see if it works. No. Oh, right, because I broke the... That's why. Let's try this. Okay, so 3 results. They're all in French. Okay, let's try Switzerland. Cool. These are in... that, like, Swiss, I'm assuming? Okay. All right. So I'm gonna have to teach you how to do this because I don't think I'm gonna be physically able to read the job descriptions required for this. So let me, I'm gonna have to teach you how to do that. So we're gonna go on a learning job. together my Odin, which I think I'm just going to call you Odin. So we're going to use the traditional one. All right. Let's see. That's okay. Don't worry about it. So what you're going to want to do, all right, is you're going to want to find, here, let's pull up my how to write a resume and why with me breaking it. So what we're going to need to do is you're going to need to find the keywords for your positions. Okay. That's going to be the first thing. You're going to want to find a couple of positions that you like, say 3, 4, or 5, even if you've already applied to them. And then you are going to go to the sections that say, whatever it says in Swiss or French, qualifications, what you need, must-have skills, needed skills, essential requirements, what you'll need. Something like that. Once you're looking for it, you should be able to understand it. As an example, let's do Kentucky, right? Kentucky in the United States. And then let's do recruiter, right? So recruiting site manager in Kentucky that pays up to $55K a year. Oh, that's so low, but it's Kentucky. You're gonna say in this section. Okay, good. If you could link that, that would be good. But you're gonna find a section that says something like this, right? You can ignore everything else as long as it shows that it is what you physically need to do the job. Not not likes, not it would be great if, the ones that say your playlist of skill. That's terrible. Come on, Randstad. Do better. Not your responsibilities, but who we are looking for, right? Knowledge and skills. So this part you can ignore. This is what you need. And then you want to find the commonalities between those. And those are what I want to see in your resume. Already, I don't... You know what? I think part of this is okay, but yeah, your playlist of skills is... I mean, that was dated when I was a kid. People like that Randstad do better. Sorry, that was really corny. I'm not a fan of summaries mostly, but because 90% of this doesn't mean anything. So you may just want to delete this, or alternatively just say cybersecurity student looking for an end of studies internship in cybersecurity. Your summary is not needed in like 80 to 90% of the resumes, quite frankly. It is only going to be there if there is something like you're switching industries, or there's something that a manager would look at it and without an explanation at the top, throw it away. So I don't think you particularly need that. But I think actually just saying a cyber student and looking for an end of studies internship in cybersecurity would be fine. This is too many lines. This should be on one line. This should be one line. And this should be on one if you can. So I don't like education being longer than 2 or 3 lines. This is okay. Normally 3 bullets, but also you've only been there since May, so this is understandable to not have a lot. Detection, honeypot, firewall, and STEM. What you're going to need to do is make sure that you have those keywords there. But there is also something I have found out. And internships, at least in America, are asking for different skills than I think you may think they are. What they are asking for is you have a generalized understanding of what you're interning for. But if you go back to Merriam-Berry, I told them that they should put in something that is like from customer service. And typically with internships, they're looking for, as I'm repeating myself, that's how I know I'm getting tired. So first thing they're looking for is you have a generalized experience with what you're looking for. So cybersecurity, I want to make sure whatever the cybersecurity keywords are, I want to see they're there. Second is they want to know that you can work in a team. Third is they want to know that you can take constructive criticism. And if you noticed, only one of those three things involves tech. Because when you're an intern, they are not expecting you to be a superstar. They are not expecting you to solve all of the company's problems. You are there to learn. And almost every internship, resume I've seen doesn't have those on there. And I think those are critical to have. Now, I also will say, again, you applied to 30 and got an interview, which is good. That's actually a very good ratio. So, see, this is great. Like, honestly, this stuff may get you more jobs than this stuff. So, but the problem is I had to scroll down. So this is why you don't actually want the summary and you want to shrink the education, because I would have to scroll down to here. But honestly, this is solid. Like, orchestrated 20 events, each with up to 100 participants, implemented strategic financial planning, optimized resources, quality of life, artistic experience for club members throughout the year. Maybe. You also have to be careful when you claim they're offering an internship but aren't accredited right, and it's illegal and they're just looking for super cheap labor. Fair. Also fair. I mean, look, there's going to be scams out there no matter what section of the industry you're at. Collaborated closely with 30 club members and stakeholders. Okay, I do like the word stakeholders. I don't know if this is the correct use of stakeholders. It can slide. That's fine. To streamline financial processes. Yeah, this should be probably one of your top sentences. This should be up here. Like, this stuff, I will be honest, I'm pretty sure this stuff is what's going to get you a job more so than this stuff. So, that's great. Also, because you are in the EU, I would put under this, put your languages here. Yeah, I mean, unpaid internships are supposed to, oh god, be a cost to the company. Bear why? Oh, it's so bad. Oh my god, that's vile. Dog. Oh, can I open a window? Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry for waking you up when you're trying to gas me out of the room. Walk away? Don't do that and leave. What a jerk. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I honestly, I think that's kind of the main thing is I want this to be shorter so that I could see this more. This should probably be your first sentence. Yeah, that's good. And if anything, well, I think this is primarily, well, this is actually primarily an internship thing, because even in interns in the US, they want with demonstratable skills. So, but they do want the certificates. That's true. So, but I think you should have this up top, right? And then under education, shrink this down, keep the certificates up there as well. Okay. And then probably just put this as your first sentence from here. So move the third to the top, because that's solid. And I think that's kind of all that it really is. And you're going to need to hunt for a lot. The IT market's bad. Your resume is actually pretty solid. You're going to, even with a good resume, it's going to be brutal. So that's kind of all I can really give right now. I mean, there's not a ton. I mean, also, it is in different languages, so it's hard for me to directly see the skills. But is there any other question that you had? So, what? Ashby HQ? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna need y'all help real quick. Awesome, great. I am glad to help. What is is this? Ashby.hq? Is that... I was talking about ATS HRMS combos. I have no idea what Ashby HQ is. And this person responded to that. Also, I think this will be the final review of the night. I will be back on Tuesday. Ashby is a... I have not personally... Okay, apparently it's an ATS. So, I have not used Ashby. Is it good? So, that is it. All right, any last minute questions? Yes, go ahead before I log off for tonight. Cover letters. Yeah, go ahead with cover letters. What is your question about that? Which, truthfully, I probably have the least experience with of everything involving recruiting. Mainly because, and I don't know if this is going to answer it, I never needed them. I always looked at the resume, unless something was missing from the resume, then I maybe checked the cover letter. And I had a manager or two that wanted to have cover letters, but I told them that it's not really worth it. So, and I don't think it is. So, I can answer the best I can because there are some managers that do insist on it, but they're in the minority, and most recruiters do not look at them because it's all in the resume. Yeah. So pretty much all editing writing jobs want a cover letter. In theory, should it be fine for me to make generic covers and generic resume? I would for your own sanity, Goblin, and yeah, Brad's like, even as a manager, he wouldn't either. Is you should have a generalized cover letter because the amount of jobs that are going to require it are less than others, and it will make you insane, right? Because you need to do for volume, and I think that's how you do it. See, that might be a specific thing as a writing bit, but yeah, I would still do a template, right? So as a cover letter, maybe just only have it so you can change the name or something. But yeah, I don't have a lot of experience with it because I don't read them. None of the recruiters I know read them, and none of the managers I know read them except for one or two. And I would honestly convince them that it's not really worth their time typically to require it, because if anything, you're going to knock out some candidates that don't have it that should be it. So yeah, I mean, it's usually manager specific, but I think you are right in that they are looking for how well you write. So I think that is a very good guess on what it is, which is my best guess for what it is as well. Yep. So, just came across a job that wants must carry a $10 million liability insurance. What? Because I'm still a student, do I need to add relevant solo projects? Expected graduation? Expected graduation would be good. I think you could actually have the summary for that one, Odin. Is just cybersecurity student looking for an end of studies internship in cybersecurity as I am expected to graduate in X and Y. I think that would be solid. That's insane that I don't know who would have $1 million liability insurance. I'm sure that pays like $12, right? An hour. In relevant solo projects, I don't think so here's the order, Odin, of why you don't need to add those is in the order of what is important in a resume. It is previous work experience. Then it is then it is internships. Then it is going to be projects, and then it is going to be your own company. Oh, it's a 1099 position? Still, that sounds weird. So yeah, that's why I don't know if you really need school projects, because you have the company experience, right? I think that's solid. I would like some of these in the there, but yeah. It sounds like an interesting job, but not in a good way. Yeah. Yeah. Also, it depends on how that insurance works. So some of those are not necessarily that you must carry it, but you must be eligible for it. But if it is a 1099, then you're not their employee, you're their contractor. So that makes more sense, but still, that's low. So I don't know enough about that particular side. But yeah, that's what I would do. But again, I don't want to give, like, I am a US based recruiter. Might be different in the EU, but I believe that would help. So, all right, see y'all. Well, you're running. I'm gonna end the stream soon, so that works anyway. I mean, you got to do what you got to do, Painted. Whatever you can do. It's tough, but yeah. All right. Night, everybody. I will see you on Tuesday. These resumes are looking better and better. I'm very happy with everything so far. So I hopefully will sleep. Night, everybody. Have a great weekend, and may the offers flow and the interviews come quick and the Ghostbusters be by your side. Night.